Hey everyone, I'm Pion and welcome to Pion's Primal Perception. Today I'm gonna share my very first experience with Opus Magnum. What shall I say? I'm a simple man. I see a new Zachtronics game, I'm gonna play it. Let's see if it's any good. It probably is, let's be honest here. It's a Zachtronics game. I would be surprised if it's not any good. Resolution options, full screen window. It's actually not full screen, it's borderless window. 2 sound sliders, quick hotkeys. Well, puzzle archive. I guess this is some sort of checkpoint system or something. I don't know. Not sure what this is. Finally, the step is getting close to usable. Okay. Complete the prologue to continue. Fair enough. Let's do prologue then. Transmutation lab rules. Access is restricted to graduate level alchemical engineering students and faculty only. Any exceptions must be approved by the chancellor. Keep your student alchemist permit and sigil with you all the time while in the lab. No food or drink is permitted in the lab. Do not sit or lean on transmutation engines or their related components. Please keep the area clean for everyone else. That means you, Anatius. Okay. That was just like a letter. I guess this is the first level. Do I have to click here or there? I don't know. Lesson introduction. I guess probably the same. I'm amazed you put off learning how to use the transmutation engine for this long. Histogram leaderboards, click. There we go. So that's Henley Servin, and then we have Anatius Vaya. I was concentrating on working by hand, you know that. Anatius, we're about to graduate. I know, that's why I need you to summarize all this for me as fast as you can. Solve this puzzle to continue. Let's do that. New, open, new solution. So many buttons. They all seem to be the same. Open, new. It's probably all the same. Oh no, this creates a new one. Okay. I double click and opens it, I guess. Okay. These are reagents. They are input materials for doing alchemy. What are these? There's no pointer to what this box is actually referring to. I assume this thing, fixed length arm. No, that's an arm, I guess. That maybe. Oh yeah, that's a reagent. Element fire, an input for this alchemical machine. So we have 2 elements fire. This is a product. Your job as an alchemist is to build machines that combine reagents into useful products. So we have to put 2 element fire together, connect them to this thing. And this is probably something as well. Cleave of calcification. Okay. To complete a puzzle, build our products. Press the play button below to start Transmutation Engine. This is the instruction tray. Instructions tell machine parts what to do. Okay. Can we... So it's probably set up already, maybe. Grab instruction, rotate instruction. So this is probably arm 1, I assume, and the lower line is arm 2, I guess. Okay, we're stepping. Okay, we could play it with step. So let's step to figure out what is actually going on. So it grabbed, now it rotates left and rotates left again. And now it probably drops, I assume. No hotkeys while in simulation mode, that's unfortunate. And now it rotates back, and it grabs again and rotates. And the other one's actually grabbing and rotating now as well. Oh, okay, that thing actually transforms or transmutes the reagent into something else, apparently. So, and as soon as they connect to each other, they just connect, I guess. Probably. Wait, how did it end up there in the first place? Didn't pay attention. It took one. We have to restart this to figure out what's going on there. Okay, so now they're connected. And this one uses this command to stretch the arm. And then it drops, I guess. No, that's not the drop command. No, that's... We have to figure out the tooltips. Annoying that we can't actually see the tooltips while in simulation mode. And now it all pauses and resets. And there we go. Okay, let's stop this for a moment. What is this command? Extend instruction. Extends the gripper at the end of a piston. Wait. The instructions... Did the instructions change? Oh, wait. It doesn't actually show the instructions in place. What? Reset instruction. Creates a sequence of instructions that will make an arm drop any hell atoms and resets to its initial rotation length and position. Okay, so that's a shortcut. That's a shortcut for this, because it's reset. So drop whatever you have right now and go back. So, yeah, okay. So the reset actually, it extends here and then the reset will drop it. which will put it in the end thingy. Glyph of calcification. The glyph of calcification transmutes any of the 4 cardinal elements, air, fire, water, and earth, into neutral salt. Okay, so that's why this changed. Okay, I think I kind of got it. Let's keep it running again. So that looks nice, and it repeats and does the same thing. We have to do it 6 times apparently. There's probably potential for optimization, I assume. That was weird because I didn't have to do anything. That's kind of unusual for a Zachtronics game. They usually have interactive tutorials. I guess the next level will be interactive, I assume. I mean, I guess I could go optimize this now, but the game didn't even tell me how to put those commands in there. Your machine has successfully created the desired product. Histograms and leaderboards are not available for tutorial puzzles. Okay. Oh yeah, the game's in early access, by the way, but it's Zachtronics early access, so the game is basically finished, and they're just looking to polish it a little bit more and maybe balance the difficulty a little bit. So we're gonna see that over the next few months, and then we got a full release. So the campaign is completely in place already. So is Steam Workshop integration for the level editor and whatnot. Understand so far? Of course, I knew this part was easy, that's why I never worried about it. I count you as a friend, Antaeus, but sometimes you carry your genius alchemist act a little too far. Act? Okay, I guess this is a chapter. What is this? Journal. Warning, the experiments described in the Journal of Alchemical Engineering are advanced research projects conducted by prominent alchemists at the university. We advise completing the first few chapters of the Opus Magnum campaign before attempting to break them here. Okay, so we're not gonna do that. This is where you can find the Steam Workshop levels, by the way. So this is chapter, I guess. So we have a tutorial and 5 chapters, I guess. So let's take the first and most important part, the arm. I understand. What's next? Wait, don't rush ahead. Let me go through the material. You need to see this. Fair. Place an arm below, setting the rotation and length so that the gripper is over the reagent. How do you pronounce that word? Is that correct? Reagent? Reagent? I don't know. I'm gonna go with reagent. Then add instructions to the instruction tray below to make it pick up the reagent and move it to the product output. So place an arm. So we have an arm here. So we place it here, and how do we change it? Place an arm below, setting the rotation and length to the gripper. So maybe we didn't actually. I see instructions down here, so I assume that we were not capable of actually changing anything in the first level. How do I? Ah, there we go. There we go. So you can drag that thing around. Wait, where do I? Ah, I have to press the little circle to change it. So if you press it here, it will just move the whole thing. But if you press that little dot there, you can do this. Okay, good. So now we have to set it up that it actually picks up those things. So they will drop at this point, I guess. Let's actually see what they do. So they pick up the elements. Oh no, we actually don't have to transmit anything. We just have to deliver thingies. Never mind. Okay, so we just pick up. That's pick up. Yeah, grab instruction F. Okay, you hold the hotkey and then left click to put it down. Then we rotate left, left. How much does it rotate? 1/6 of a complete rotation. So we have to do a lot of rotations actually. 3, I guess. And then we drop. And then we rotate some more. That works. What's this button? Show current area. Holding this button will show the area used by your solution. Oh, okay. So that's gonna be one of the measurements for the histograms. Okay. Right. So arm. I assume it's cost. So how many material to put down, time, and area. That's my guess. Oh yeah, we have cost, cycles, and area. There we go. Right, so arms pick up and move elemental proxies around the surface of the Transmutation Engine. Right, and you control their behavior with instructions. Yes, of course. Of course. Okay, let's do at least one more. In some cases, you'll want an arm to rotate what it's gripping. You mean as opposed to the arm itself rotating. That's right, in those cases, you'll use pivot instructions. Okay. So we got a new instruction. Pivot instruction rotates the arm. The items held by an arm counterclockwise by 60 degrees. Okay. So what do we have to do? We have to put this here and this here. Okay, yeah, I think I see what's going on. So if we see what, look what's happened, this is rotating and then this is not at the right spot. But the next instruction rotates the element itself and then drops it. And we have to do the same over here. This tutorial is surprisingly easy in hand-holding. That's fairly unusual for Zachtronics games. And that's usually a part about them I like. The tutorials are actually challenging already. This is not so much. I think like this. Oh, I forgot the grab. But I guess it's good for players who are not as experienced in Zachtronics games to... Oh, yeah, I screwed that up. To have a more straightforward tutorial, I guess. Can we speed this up? It automatically speeds up. I like that. That's a neat touch. Like, it starts slowly, the simulation, and then it speeds up automatically. All very straightforward and simple. How nice that this is so easy for you. Why? How long did it take you to learn all this? Let's just keep going. There was an amazing PR or advertisement for this game. Zachtronics released a picture, which was basically a chat log of the characters of Shenzen I, which were chatting about this game. It's quite entertaining. I'm going to link it in the description below. If you played Shenzen I, that is, it's fairly amusing to read. A piston arm is a special kind of arm that can extend and retract. Okay, and presumably there are instructions that control the piston. That's right. I'll demonstrate. It's a little like we saw that in the first level already, and yeah, we have to do it now ourselves. But we also have like we get it shown twice and then just replicate. That's a little bit too much on the nose for me. I expect better from Zachtronics games, to be honest. Place the piston arm below, then add instructions to make it pick up. Yeah, this is super trivial. I like when tutorials are not super trivial and instead challenge you at least a little bit in the first few levels. The reset instruction will make an arm drop any held items and reset to its initial rotation length and position. The drop instruction is disabled. You must use the reset instruction. Okay, so we put an arm here. We start like this. We put in grab. Then rotate left twice. Yeah. Retract, right? And then reset, I guess. Stereo hotkey, yeah. Space activates the simulation. It's good. Like, this is pretty straightforward so far. I see, piston arms can reach areas you can't with a normal arm. That's what makes them so useful. They cost a little more than regular arms though. And I can use the reset instruction to make an arm return to its initial state from wherever it is that's convenient. Just remember, the reset instruction takes the same amount of time it would take to issue those individual instructions. Well, yes, of course it will. Of course. I like the writing. What's next? The next we have tracks, which are like paths you can place on the board. It's easier to show you. So, oh, now it gets interesting. Create a track between the region and the product, then place an arm on the track and add instructions to make it pick up the reagent and move it to the product output. Okay, so we make a track. Ah, there we go. Okay. Oh, I guess this is where it starts and this is where it ends. Actually, wait. Let's see where we can place the arm. Yeah, we can place it there or there. Oh, this is just the dot for extending it. Okay, never mind. So we can place the arm wherever. Start like this. Then we put in grab instruction. Oh, okay, so they have a direction, plus and minus, so we can move in the plus direction or the minus direction. Move instruction. Yeah, okay, so we put that there, then we move it twice, then we rotate it twice, I guess, and then we reset. That should be it. Yep, there we go. You could do this with a longer arm instead of a track, though. I'm not sure if that would be cheaper. Let's find out really quick. Open. Actually, let's create a new one and open that. Oh, you can't. Never mind. Oh. Is that a piston arm, though? No, it's not. Okay, so you have to use a track. I wonder if there is a more optimal way of doing it. Get this. Oh no, yeah, maybe. Maybe. Let's see if that works. Grab and now move plus 3 times. Then reset. Oh no, okay, too short, but okay, what's the hotkey for reset and escape? Yeah, okay, but almost. So like that, and we need another plus sign, obviously. Reset there. I wonder if that's better. It's probably faster, I assume. I assume it's quicker. We'll see in a moment. So this one is cheaper. No, they're quite... Oh, okay, this one is just worse in all areas. Never mind. Okay, good. I see. When you place an arm on a track, the arm can move forward or backward along the path. Tracks can be quite powerful, but I'm still learning how to use them effectively in my designs. Could you put multiple arms onto a single track? I think so. I never thought to try that. I have to experiment later. Okay. You probably can if they hint it like that. To perform transmutations, they're probably blocking each other though, I would assume. To perform transmutations, we use glyphs. For example, say I want to calcify an element. You'd place a glyph of calcification on the board and move the element you want to calcify over it. And it is, I mean, yes, that's correct, but at least let me get through the explanation first. I got all the explanation I needed. Use a piston arm and a glyph of calcification to turn a reagent fire atom into the product cell atom and move it to the product output. Okay. So fire to glyph, which we put there, I guess. Can we do this in a more easier, like in a more optimal way? No, they don't have like... Wait, how does the arm work exactly? You can basically put it in every direction. You can follow the line. So they would have to, they would require to have a, to share, like have a crossover if you make those lines longer, which they don't. Well, the only one is this one, which has 2 different lengths. So that's not super useful. So let's just do the obvious solution. No, wait, that's not actually working. Let's do it this way, that should work. So we grab, then we rotate right, then we... Do we have to drop it? I don't think so. No, we don't. Then we retract the arm, and then we reset. Should be it. Yep, looks good. And I assume that's fairly optimal, at least for price and time. There might be a more area efficient solution to that. It's quite fast, this glyph. Yes, welcome to modern alchemical engineering. How many transmutations are available as glyphs? Most of the common ones so far. There's ongoing research to develop more, which you would know about if you paid any attention to recent developments in your field. Okay. Fair enough. This tutorial is very slow, I have to say. This must be the glyph of bonding. It is. To use it, actually, why don't you show me how it works? It seems that's the way things are going here. Very well. Okay, so they don't automatically bond. You have to use one of those glyphs, which just bonds 2 elements together. Use 2 arms and a glyph of bonding to bond to 2 cell atoms. Yeah, okay, so we use an arm that starts like that, and an arm that starts like that. Now we do grab. We rotate one arm left, the other one right. And then one of them has to reset and the other one, yeah, okay, 4 can reset now. So like that, and the other one rotates further and resets afterwards. No, we have to first, I think, do this. Correct? Correct. So now it gets a little challenging, at least. The Transmutation Engine makes alchemical engineering far simpler. You could have been using it the whole time. But I'm glad I did things the hard way for so long. I hope you're not like this in real life. And it is. But this is real life. Is it? Okay, last tutorial. I think that's everything you need to know to use the Transmutation Engine effectively. I'll make one more product to make sure I get it. Sure. Okay, that's Freeform. From now on, you will place products and reagents on your own. They are at the top of your toolbox. Okay, so we need that. We have that. We can place this however we want without any restrictions? Oh gosh. Oh gosh, this is gonna get fairly crazy. So we need at least one of those so we can actually create salt. What is this thing? Fixed length arm, an assembly of 6 arms and 6 grippers. Awesome. And you have, okay, so you have multi-arm thingies. What is this? Piston arm, oh yeah, fair. Sure. That's the track, and that's the bonding glyph. We need that as well. Is there a difference between this one and this one? Ah, glyph of unbonding, okay. So, okay. Let's just go for a solution, not necessarily a good one to begin with. So we start with 2 glyphs, which we then put in there somehow. We'll see. Let's just start simple and think about optimizing later. So we start with 2 simple arms like this, which will connect, create the thing here we need, and now we have to get it to the exit. So where can we grab it in a good way? If we put an arm here, we can rotate it there. I think that would work. Wrong way. Like that. I think. Okay. Arm 1. Grab. Rotate right twice. Reset. Arm 2. Grab. Rotate left twice. Reset. Arm 3. Grab at this point and then rotate left and reset, I guess. What is this? Period override instruction. When starting the Transmutation Engine, all instruction sequences are automatically padded so they have the same period as the longest instruction sequence in the solution, which ensures that all arms are kept in sync. By placing a period override instruction at the end of an instruction sequence, the period of the solution can be artificially increased. This is rarely necessary, but can be useful if a solution is repeating too quickly, causing collisions or other conflicts. Okay. What is this? Repeat instruction. It creates a sequence of instructions that will repeat the preceding set of instructions. What? Okay, okay, that's just a shorthand again for repeating whatever you have in front of it, I guess. Let's see if this works. It does. And it seems to be fairly quick. It's probably, time-wise, it's probably optimal, I assume. Cost-wise, it is not, apparently. Cycle, wow, I'm super quick, apparently. We have histograms, but these histograms will not be very representative. Like, the game just released, so who knows how many people are actually in these histograms. And again, it's the same thing. I hate the histograms, and I don't hate them. I like them, but I wish there would be like a global leaderboard, or at least shows you the actual minimum for all the solutions that you can now, like that you get the satisfaction of, yeah, I have the optimal solution, or the best solution at least that anyone found so far. I'm pretty sure it's not in there on purpose. I still don't understand why. There was a whole like design talk about this by Zach, I think, but it didn't actually explain why it doesn't show the minimum. It should show the minimum, in my opinion. So I guess we can improve on area, and well, not sure. This might actually be minimum because you can't tell because histograms. But we have probably optimal time, but we can make it cheaper and stuff. We're not going to do that now. So what are your plans after you graduate? I think I'll be head alchemist for one of the August houses. That's bold. Right out of school? Why not? True enough, no ambitions could be too great for you. And yourself? I like it here. I think I'll stick around and hopefully become a professor. You do seem to have an affinity for teaching. Think so? Well, then maybe each of us realize his Opus Magnum. Opus Magnum, I've always found that to be a rather pretentious term, but I agree with the sentiment at least. Why a law thing? And here's why I found something pretentious, so tell me more. Okay, so that's a tutorial done. Now we get chapter 1. There's a letter of congratulation. Imperial University College of Alchemical Engineering. Dear Anatius, congratulations on your appointment to the position of head alchemist to the House Van Tassen. I'm very pleased to see you find a position in line with your talent and abilities. As you prepare to leave the academic life, I want to offer a word of advice. The politics of the city are much harsher and more dangerous than those of the academy. You are a singularity-gifted talent, and I would hate to see you get caught up in these conflicts. The alchemist's place is not to sink to the level of those around us, but to rise above them in service of our art. Best of luck to you. Nadine Tolomeo, professor and chair, College of Alchemical Engineering, Imperial University. Okay, so that seems to be a decent amount of levels. I wonder if all of those are levels or if there are more letters in between. Who knows? But 5 chapters sounds good, plus workshop and probably expansions later on. At least that's usually how Zachtronic games work. They release with a decent amount of levels and then they release 1 or 2 expansion packs with more levels. And more story as well. How did it go? Who's that? Concordia Lem. A nightmare. Armand kept going through though his old stories about honor and righteous. The Lady Van Tassen looks like she's embalmed. Frederick spilled food down the front of his shirt. What a brave man you are, surviving a formal dinner. It really is difficult though. I can't stand the stuffiness. Armand didn't remember my name. Captain Geld had to prompt him several times. To be fair, you started only rather recently. Yes, I suppose it's too much to ask. Such a complicated, burdensome thing to remember one single name, the name of your new alchemist. The one who graduated at the top of his class from the College of Alchemical Engineering. Anatius. See, you remember my name just fine. Think Armand would know my name? Keeping in mind I've been here for my whole life. Maybe next time you can go in my place, you might not even realize it's a different person. Alchemist Provisioner. Which were you again? Yes. You'll get us in trouble. I've been doing this for years. Okay. There was not even a level. Oh, okay. Refined gold. Okay, let's refine gold. Well, this is an old first project. I feel like someone's having a laugh at my expense. Why? Were you asked to create the Philosopher's Stones? The Philosopher's Stone. Close, actually. One more guess. Transform lead into gold. Yes, apparently there's an old Van Tassen lead mine, and wouldn't it be better if it produced gold instead? Armand suggested it so casually. Sounds wonderful. Time to put your university degree to the test. Let's go. The Glyph of Projection. The Glyph of Projection consumes an atom of quicksilver and promotes an atom of metal to its next higher form. By doing this repeatedly, even lead, the basest metal can be transmuted into finest gold. Okay, how many 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have to do this 5 times, I think. So we have element quicksilver, and we have lead, and we have that fancy thingy. I think it has to be the other way around, or we do it the other way around, doesn't really matter. No, wait, that's the quicksilver. Wait. In which slot goes what? I somehow connected them. Disconnect them. I selected multiple at the same time. Okay. Glyph of Projection. I think I have to put the lead on the right side. The lead is this one, right? Yeah. Oh, it actually shows. Never mind, it shows the symbols on there. I'm an idiot. Okay, so we just do lots of rotation and then we output gold somewhere. So that should be easy. Put an arm here, we put an arm here. This one starts over there, this one starts over there. The one arm goes grab, rotate left, reset, and then we repeat that for 4 times, like 5 times in total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the other arm goes grab, rotate right, wait until there, I guess, probably. Rotate right and reset. See if that's correct. Yep, worked. So they're instantly, like, you can pick them up instantly. I wonder what the order of things is actually, but if one drops it, can the next one pick it up? I guess I guess the order is just drop before pick up, drop before grab. So it's probably move. No, it's move might not matter. Move is probably irrelevant. Might be. I don't know. It's probably drop before grab though. So we're good in cost. We're good in area. We're slow though. You can make this big quicker. I guess you could probably create this multiple times. Yeah, I guess. Can you? Oh no, you cannot. Okay, how can you speed this up? You can probably optimize this a little bit. Oh, what's that? Woo! Shows all the thingies. Ah, okay. That's the metal thingy, and that's the element. Okay. We can get that again. Show ghost atoms. Holding this button will show the atoms present when you last stopped the transmutation engine. Okay. How can you speed this up by so much? You cannot put more inputs or outputs in, so... Well, there's probably a way. Like, the biggest time loss is... Oh yeah, you could... Oh, I have an idea. Can we clear this somehow? Is there a clear button for the whole line? Oops, no, don't do that. No, god damn it. No, not escape. I guess you just do... grab. Rotate. Drop. Oh, okay. Never mind. I have to repeat that till the end of time. Is that enough? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's actually too much. Think like this. Yeah, looks good. Should have saved the other solution as well, though. That's better in time, but still not optimal. I guess you can probably speed up the other arm as well, maybe. Probably. This is pretty good in cost, though, still. Well, okay. Return to menu. Can you make a lead into gold? I can scarcely believe it. Well, at least it's finished with now. Like asking a fish if it can swim. You're taking this remarkably poorly, Anatiers. I was expecting a challenge, that's all. Sounds like you want a chance to show off. I'm not sure I'd go that far. Return to menu. Okay, let's take a look at the next level, but not actually play it. Oh, multiple levels. Let's just take a look at one of them, and then we're gonna wrap it up. Have you seen the Lady Van Tassen recently? A few days ago. Why? Did you notice how pale her face is? Oh, she is well known for her pallor. Why did someone ask you to do something about it? Armand himself did. It seems it's gotten worse lately. People are whispering about her health. That's unfortunate. The lady hasn't had an easy time or things. I'd hate to see her slandered on top of it all. So now we have to create face powder for the lady. Okay, so you need, what is this? Earth and salt. That's salt, right? Salt, yeah. Okay, so you take that thing and put that in there, and then yeah, combine them. And you have to take two. You have to pick up two though, so it's a little bit more tricky than that. Okay, I see where this is going. Lots of different ways of optimization. I think this game, like Zachtronics games, are usually good at having 3 different ways of optimization, but this one really nails it, I think. I think going for area, time, and money will actually create very, very different solution each. Maybe area and time might be a little bit, might have a little correlation, I guess. Actually, no. No, probably not too much. Like last level, it was quicker to build a bigger arm. It was also more expensive. Maybe. No, I think they're all very different. So for time, you will create a fairly small area, but with fairly expensive mechanisms or parts. And for money, you will probably create a fairly slow and like a very slow and medium-sized construction. And for fast, for area, you will probably build a very slow. No, not necessarily. Not sure. Not sure. Probably depends on the level. But I think they're going in very different, like you will require very different solutions for all 3 optimizations, and I think this game really has them, like has 3, that all 3 of them feel very natural and seem pretty nice to, or it's pretty interesting to optimize for. So I think this game nails that concept very well. Definitely looking forward to play more of this. It's called, what's it called? Opus Magnum, right? It just entered Steam Early Access, but as usual with Zachtronics games, you can basically buy it right now if you're interested in it. You don't have to wait for full release. There's not too much that's gonna change. I mean, if you have the time, like if you have the patience, sure, wait for a few months for release, but it will not take long anyway. They will patch out, or they will patch out a few bugs and improve usability a little bit, and probably change a few levels around to have a better difficulty curve. But overall, the game will not change much. It's finished. It's a complete product, and so this is one of the very few companies where I recommend buying the game in early access already. But yeah, I mean, sure, as I said, if you have the patience, wait for full release, but it's not really necessary. The game is probably pretty polished already and seems fun and interesting. So I definitely quite like it. I'm not so enthusiastic as I was about like Shenzen, Infinifactory or TIS 100 and Shenzen I as well, I guess. But it's still very interesting. I still like it. I didn't like that the tutorial dragged on so long and was very, very handholdy. But yeah, it's probably getting more interesting now that we got to the real levels. So yeah, as I said, it's called Magnus Open. Magnus Open? What the fuck? Opus Magnum. Link is in the description below. I will also link the funny advertisement I mentioned earlier in the description. And yeah, I'm TH Pine. Thanks a lot for watching. Have fun and see you next time.